Hey, so I just finished playing Puzzle Agent, and wow, what a great time! What a fun, cozy, nice, relaxed story time I just had. It's a Telltale game from before Walking Dead, um, and it's not episodic. I think in general it took me about 5 hours, um, so it's a bit short, but I enjoyed all of it, and it's cheap. But I'll get to that. Puzzle agents, you um, run around and solve puzzles. You are a CIA agent in the puzzle division, and you are going out to a town because a factory that produces erasers, yeah, has shut down for mysterious reason, and the White House is dangerous low on erasers, if I remember correct. So you get sent to that town. You talk to the people, you look at stuff, you draw your own conclusion, but mostly you solve a lot of puzzles. Um, and they are various puzzles, like actual puzzle where you move abstract puzzle pieces to fit in a shape, or you solve some math problems, or you have to figure out um, something based on some facts. Also, a lot of simple puzzles. Um, it actually brought back like happy memories of Professor Layton, if you ever had those games on the DS. Wow. Remember Professor Layton? That was so nice. Well animated. I think they made a movie. Yeah, those were good games. I wonder why no one has really copied that. This could be, you could say, Puzzle Agent is a mental. Well, I guess that maybe they were before. It related to Professor Layton. It was just a very fun game. It is, let's say, barely animated. It's very simple animated. I think there was two actual animators credited at the end in the credits, but it was okay because it was there. So um, you get more like pose to pose animation. But what is this is great, and it's a simple style, so you don't really need that much. And I was totally hooked on the story really fast. Um, it was really great, and the game, unlike say Game Deck that I've talked about in the previous video, this is fully voiced. And not only is Puzzle Agent fully voiced, it's actually great performance with like accent. It's good. It's solid work. It's great voice performance. So I was hooked. The agent you play as talks out loud. He records himself. So there's like what he just saw or where he needs to go, and you have no doubt where to go next. And maybe someone would say there's a lot of hand holding, but it's also just nice. For me, it's nice because it takes away frustration. Um, Even though the clues were pretty good at doing that themselves. So, but I thought it was nice. There's a nice radar system, like when you're on a screen looking for clues. If you click somewhere where there's nothing, there's kind of like a radar system that will then show you what to click on, so you have no doubt. I thought that was nice as well. It it might be a bit too generous because you can pick up like small hidden pieces of gum, and then you can use those to as a currency for buying hints if you're stuck on a puzzle. Um, and the radar shows the little piece of gum too. I thought that was a bit too much. Um, I never really used the hint system that much, so I had plenty of gums. Like a lot of the puzzles you can see are like visual, so you can see when you have the solution. You don't have to get, or you don't have to guess. Sorry, when you say, okay, this is I think is the solution, and then the game comes back and goes, no, that wasn't it. Then it gives you a hint, or you can buy hints with the gum and then try again. But then again, the internet is a thing, so if you're stuck on a puzzle, there's even a very well organized guide on Steam. And for some of the puzzles where you get a lot of rules or you get some statements, um, like you have four person giving different statements, and then you kind of have to combine those to figure out like a certain point of time or what happened or who's the strongest. I never quite understood those that well. I think some of the rules were bended, not clearly explained, and the rules were never on the screen at the same time as you were solving the puzzle. So I always had to go back consulting the rules, and I was having a good time, very much engaged in the story. I wanted to pass the story along, so I had no problem just looking up the solution after a few attempts, or where I'm trying to, if I had no idea how to start a puzzle. And I can say you could do that too if you want to. It didn't ruin my experience. I had a very good time following the story and solving the puzzles that I understood or that I thought was fun and engaging. I thought some of them were a bit weird. I had like one or two puzzles where you have to collect puzzle pieces, and the puzzle pieces actually connected accidentally, which gave me like big hints on what the final things were to look like, because they were abstract, not standard puzzle pieces. That wasn't great, but I still had to do a puzzle, so just thought I'd mention it. I don't know if you would call this game short. Steam tells me I played it for 5 hours, and that feels about right. Um, but then again, it's also like €5 on not sale, so I think that's a very very fair price. That's a steal. It's what it is. 5 hours. Well, I had fun. I wasn't frustrated at all because of the guide, but yeah, I can be here to have fun, to experience a story. The game ends on a bit of a cliffhanger, not a big one, more like a setup to a second game. And there is a second game, there's a sequel, and that's only €4, so I bought it right away, and I can't wait to play it. I had so much fun with Puzzle Agent, and I think you will too. So if you want puzzles, like unlike The Witness, where you just solve puzzles a lot, and it's the same type that doesn't really do much than actually open up the levels. These puzzles are sometimes taken out of context. It doesn't really have anything to do with the story. It's more like, hey, I need some information, and the people in the village would be like, okay, I have a puzzle for you then. But I had fun. I can't wait to play the sequel. So if you like puzzles, various variety, if you want a story, you have 5 hours. Get comfy. This is good. This is a good narrative-driven game for me. I can very easily recommend it. I think you will have fun too. So yeah, that was Puzzle Agent. I hope you found this video useful.